Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Inside Line Racing, and this is it. Season 4 is upon us. Welcome to the Australian Grand Prix, and for the first time ever, to ILR5. This is one of the two brand new tiers for this league in Season 4. As you see, J-Bob taking an interesting line through there. Probably trying to get out of the way of people, but, yeah. Interesting line, anyway. I'm your commentator, Owen Wyatt, and, Josh, my co-com, isn't here this week, so we're going solo. So hopefully that's okay. We'll have him here next week, I think. He said he won't normally be doing work on Thursdays. So oh, that could be in the wall. Just about keeps it out there, Bill. Now you'll be seeing that probably quite a lot in this qualifying session. The tyres really, I don't know, for that corner it just get way too warm. There's another car off there, look, MK Bourne on his super sauce. It's just really difficult to control through that corner, and you'll be seeing that quite a lot. Johnny R95 says the first lap of the season, 21.7, and yeah, hopefully you can all hear me okay, and we've got no issues with the mic. We'll try and find somebody on a lap now. Did J-Bob go again? He has went again, I think, but he hasn't got enough energy to complete the lap, so I think we'll find someone who's more likely to finish it. Here's Gaza Man in the Red Bull, tips the wheel into the dirt there, and he's almost out of energy, so it might be a bit of a slow run down the straight, but he's going to complete the lap anyway. He's got a 121.7 to beat. Can he do it on them ultra soft tyres? Not quite. 6/10 off, almost 7, but yeah, just for everybody to get into the groove of it might take a while, so we see the proper good laps coming in. Shapalili sets a 21.3. And apparently I've been hearing in the chat that it could be a full wet race. So yeah, fingers crossed people are prepared for that, if that is what's going to happen. Josh is on a lap, I'll watch him as he heads around. But yeah, what a start to the season that'll be, a full wet race, if that is what's going to happen. But yeah, we'll see. Josh 26.8 I think I was through the first sector. We're right on board from this is turn 11 to 12. This is where drivers are losing it, and all was good there for George. I think for there he kept good speed. He stays in 5 hot lap ERS mode. You'll see that bar on the left beside the percentages, as he says, on about 40, 43, 40 is going down. There's a big D gauge, which is just deployment. And you can see that bar is about to empty now, and that means he can't use the ERS down the main straight. So he doesn't get as much power as he should do. He still goes fastest, but you know, he was able to save maybe a little bit in the first sector, maybe if we turn 3 and 4, you know, just go down to 2 or something, just for a couple of seconds. You know, I could get him the power he needs down the straight. That could be the difference between pole and, you know, maybe even second row. But yeah, let's find others on laps. Let's see if Wise is on one. Looks to be on it, and almost having a bit of a disaster there. He's on the grass again. I don't know if that'll invalidate his lap. We'll have to wait and see. He's running on 5 as well, and he's also running onto the grass. This might not be the most competitive lap, but we will follow it till the end anyway. You can see people are qualifying on the super soft tyres. That's something really to be expected, because the ultra soft tyres really don't quite work around this track. But if it is going to be a full wet race, then surely people who were qualifying on supers will be maybe having a little look at their weather forecast to see, you know, oh, it's going to be wet. So really, if it's going to be a wet race, I wouldn't expect to see 4 people already on supers. But we'll see how this all pans out. If it were a dry race, it would be a one stop. You know, you'd expect the one stop as a yellow in sector 3. I suspect that might be in that chicane again, but I haven't seen anything right now. Let's watch Iceman Salah coming across the line and start his lap. But yeah, the one stop should be possible from ultras to softs, but it can really, you know, badly affect the tyres. You'll be losing so much pace at the ends of stints. It's more worth it to qualify on the supers. You get a longer lasting tyre, which makes both stints much easier. But we'll see what people go with. If it is a dry race, we think it's going to be a wet one. But We'll have to see. But yeah, 21.2 to beat so far. That's a Ferrari on pole from Cyber, and I think that is 2 Force Indies, I want to say. It's very vague, the colour. Yeah, it's pink. I don't know why they've got it that's white. Oh, Salah, almost having a bit of a disaster there. I mean, it's one of them corners, you're always just going to be on the lookout for somebody making a mistake there. You need to be really alert. If you're behind someone going into that corner, you know, it is just so easy to make mistakes. I mean, I've seen races already where there's been big pile-ups in that corner just due to just nowhere to go when someone bins it, and that was not the best line for there from Salah. Coming to the line now, and he's 11th. Slowest of the times set so far. And I think Sir Lane has just gone P4, he has. Now let's see Bill coming to the line, running out of ERS. Does a 22.3, that's P9 for him. 1.1 seconds off the pace. Now, another new change for this game is something we've been asking for. Qualifying used to be a 12-minute affair in F1 2017, and it meant you can only really get 2 proper laps in, maybe a third if you're lucky. Now it's 18, so that means the drivers have got plenty of time to prepare their laps, make their strategies a little bit better, have more time to, you know, just think about what they're going to do on their laps, and possibly even get 4 runs in, try all the tyres, see what they want to do for the race. And yeah, it will help drivers a lot this season, and hopefully people will make good use of it, of the extra time, because 6 minutes, it's a long time in F1. But anyway, we've got some more laps on. Gazaman is on one. We'll go on board for this one for now. Catch him about halfway through the lap, but we'll see how he does. He's on full energy use, so I'm going to assume this is his proper flyer on the tyres. You can also see there's a tyre graphic which shows how many laps have been done on the actual tyre, which is so much more useful when you're trying to look for somebody on a lap, because you'll be looking at the top of the screen thinking who's on a lap, and you look for the person that says 0 laps, really. You know, if they don't have out lap and it says 0 laps, they're either on a lap or about to start one. So yeah, as you can see, Gaza had that, and it just made it easier to find people. So that's one thing that's very useful. And I've just seen we've got 38 people watching, so good to see the support for the brand new season of Inside Line Racing. And Gaza, man, he I wonder if he stayed there. I think he did stay P8, didn't he? So yeah, loving the support. 39 people. Jeez. I'll check the comments after this qualifying session, see how people are getting on. Now let's watch the, I think Chapalili's towards the end of his now, but look at the ERS. That is, I mean, you see it down at 6, but you know he's going to run out on the main straight anyway, unless he's been saving it. We'll see how he does for the last corner. Looks like he's got a little bit more in his deployment bar, so he might just be able to get that grunt down the main straight, which gets him on to P1, and he has. A 21 dead. Decent lap for him there. And hopefully we'll see people getting into the 20s, 20.8, 20.7 maybe, we'll see. Who knows, maybe even a 20.5. I think I can only get to 20.5 on my laps, because I'm doing the ILR3 race later, and I'm extremely worried about my home pace. But yeah, we'll see how these lot get on. Maybe I need to move down a few tiers to keep up with the pace. But anyway, Josh onto the ground there. He's pushing it very hard indeed, and heads to the final corner. No ERS left to use. He has to rely on a good last turn, which I think he's had. Comes to the line, 21 dead to beat, and he's just about done it. 200ths of a second, 24 1,000ths, and Twacky there, I think, went P3, or was that actually MJ, big man, Jamie P4 instead, not Twacky. We'll see what he does though. You can watch him on his lap now as he heads into turn 1. Has the apex quite well, turn 2 good as well, so it's a good start to the lap. It's important you get that first bit hooked up, because it can affect you so badly down the straight if you don't hit their apexes. But so far for this first sector, it's looking pretty good so far. I wonder if he's going to save any ERS on this lap. He'll have known what happened on the first lap. He'll know that he needs to save a little bit towards the end. Or maybe even was that the place to do it for that first sector. Because there's not really many more places you can do it without losing a lot of speed. Except for maybe the last sector. But we'll see. We'll just see how he does anyway. But by the looks of it, he's not going to be backing off at all. So we might run our ERS down the main straight. It'd be something for people from other tiers to look at, I guess. Because I imagine there'll be a lot of people from other tiers watching this. So, I mean, I guess this helps people with what they're going to do for their quality strategies and all that. But I'm sure people will certainly be looking at how ERS is saved. It's one of the other new features for this game. It's quite difficult at first to get a grip of it. But once you know what you're doing, I think it's, you know, relatively easy when you get into a race. When you know what you're doing, I'm sure the drivers will get the hang of it, but for now in qualifying they all seem to be running their bar dry at the end of quali laps. So yeah, 21-1 that was from Swaki, so decent lap. Just 5 tenths now between him and Jamie, and as you can see, people are now switching to ultras, so that sort of supports my worries. That's gonna be a wet race, so yeah. Ooh, drama. We were joking in the chat earlier about a massive turn 1 pile-up and the likelihood of it happening, being the first race of a brand new tier, and well, I don't think they put wet weather into consideration there, but yeah, oh dear. This could be interesting. 3 minutes and 35 seconds to go down in this qualifying session, and that's a little piece going into the pits. He must have invalidated a lap. He hasn't done a lap on them tyres yet. Maybe he's thinking about time, thinking about the end of the session. And Wise is staying well out of the other driver's ways. Just wonder if he was on a lap there. I think that was Twacky going through. Wouldn't imagine he's done another lap. I was wrong. He's done another lap for the last corner. It's going to be quite difficult to get another one done after this, so this needs to be a good one. Oh, it is a good one. 20.6. Lucky I caught that at the end. I didn't even think he was on a lap. I thought he was going to pit, so I didn't follow him around. But there you go, 20.6. That is the benchmark now. And let's see if Weiss can get anywhere near it. He's going to have to get back past the man who he let through on his out lap. And yeah, there you go. 2 laps on them ultras. I mean, you're a brave man to do that if it's a dry race. I'm seeing people in the ILR5 chat saying that their DRS is broken. Bastos, for one, says his is broken. So, yeah, that can affect you badly. There's 3 DRS zones, remember. One down towards turn 1, second down towards turn 3, and the last down towards turn, what's it, 13 or 14 after the fast left-right. We'll see it come up now anyway as Wise heads through. He's 3 tenths up on his last lap, so right now that'll put him about 5th, maybe even 4th if he's lucky. We'll see if he can keep the pace up through the last sector. Here is that DRS turn I was talking about. And yeah, oh, that's a really nasty rear lockup into there, and it just ruined his lap. You can see it all the way through the corner. He just couldn't get it turned in properly, and I was just trying to spin on him. But let's see other people on their lap. Shapalili only 1/100th of a second down. He's getting all the system he can there. But look at that energy. He's going to have to do a bit of saving if he wants to get this lap purple. I wonder why he's let it get that low. He must have kept it full on through the out lap. But it's paying off for him right now. He's up on his last lap, but he's going to run out of that ERS down here. You will be able to save it in the next few corners. And he's got that right down. I think that said 1, possibly even just 1%. So he really is giving us everything, not wasting any energy, or not leaving any energy, I should say. And he's going to come through to the last corner, and that's his quali over. He went onto the gravel. That was what ruined the lap. Let's see how Jamie's getting on. He's also had a bit of a disaster, so he's going to prepare for the next lap, and we will watch Josh then as he heads down. And I wonder if Twaki's doing another lap. No, he's jeez, he looks a bit, his head's a bit wonky there. And yeah, he heads through the first sector now, Josh, and that might have exceeded track limits. I think we might be on strict for this. I need to see. But yeah, he seems to still be going, so maybe we're not on strict. But yeah, He's got 3/10 to make up here. This is going to be pretty difficult for him to do, but we can see that he's pushing for it, and hopefully he can get close. We'll see as he heads to the middle sector. Hopefully, see a bit of a split time here. He's you know what? He's nearly 3/10 up in the middle sector. This is going to be close. Oh no! He's bent it. Oh, he was looking good. He only needed 4 or 5 more hundredths of a second, and he's bent it. Meanwhile, MK Bourne is stuck up there in 4th place. What a lap. But Josh, he just pushed it a little too hard. And he's into the barriers. And out of the chance for pole. He's going to start P2 at best. And I think Jamie is on a lap. He's just given up. Let's see if Sir Lane is on a lap. He's got Noel in front of him. They're both on laps, I think. So this will be interesting to see how this plays out. Surely Sir Lane, if he doesn't get bogged down by dirty air, is going to get a brilliant tow. He's also saved a bit of ARS. He should be able to go for it down the straight. Let's see how he goes. Through the last corner, we'll see how Noel does first, because he is obviously ahead. And he'll come up to the line. He's got that 20.6 from 20 to beat. Doesn't quite do it. Let's see if Sir Lane can do it. He can't either. And Little Piece, here he comes to the last corner. Can he get himself up into the top 10 on them Ultrasoft tires? Let's see. 20.6 to beat. And he's up to P6. Decent lap. And is that it? We've got MK Bourne still out there, but he's not pushing. But yeah, wow. If only Josh could have completed that lap. He looked so good to get it done. But he just lost it in turn 11, 12. I mean, I've said it already. That is where you're gonna have the biggest likelihood of losing it. But yeah. Oh, what a shame. What a shame, because he really did look like he was going to do it. But still, it's a front row for him. We'll go through the grades on the formation lap. And yeah, let's see if there's anybody in the stream comments, because I saw 41 viewers, that said a minute ago, just before Josh spinned it. So we'll have a look, see how people are all getting on in the chat. It's just good to see a lot of people here. We've got 37 people now, and it's great to see as many people here to support the start of the season. And yeah, a lot of people saying hello, 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 hello. Red Matt, yeah, I mean he's making a good point. Rip the stewards if it is a wet race, and we're about to find out, because oof, I'm kind of scared for them, honestly. But yeah, no, there's people from the actual race and all that having a bit of a nightmare. Other people from ILR3 in there as well, and ILR2, even some commentators. Hello to everybody, and hope you're looking forward to this then. The first race of the season is about to get underway, and is it gonna be wet? Is it gonna be dry? Only one way to find out. And yeah, what a race this could be. If this is wet, as I said, then it's intermediate conditions then. Intermediate conditions, so not full wet. As you can see in the Mercedes garage of Wise, you can see they've got intermediate tires out. But yeah, the ILR2 rain curse has joined me. Maybe it's just a me thing. It must be just me. Everywhere I go it rains. So yes. It's a thing in ILR2, it's a thing in ILR5 as well. Oh dear. I'm sure Sleep will be thrilled to see that it's a me thing, not a him thing. But anyway, yeah. What a challenge this is going to be for the drivers. Wet conditions, and it doesn't show any sign of clearing up quickly, because when the rain's that heavy, it's going to take ages. Even if it was to start slowing down and stopping, even then this is going to be a wet race for a long time. And let's just quickly set everything up, get everyone's tires up. Not that we really need them, but hey ho. We'll probably have position change with the first lap, because I feel we're going to need it a bit. So let's go through your grid then. It is Twacky on pole, 3/10 ahead of Josh, who bent it in qualifying. He's got a lot to redeem himself for, because I'm sure he knew he could have got pole there, and he'll be hoping to get down the road. Chapalili P3 as well had a mistake on his last lap in the gravel, cost him the chance to go for that P1. MK Bourne, decent qualifying for him in P4. with no P5 and a little piece P6 in his Toro Rosso. No, I struggle with his name in, I think, was it Austria? I'll try again now. Sumalataja. I'll go with that. Sumalataja. I just call him Milan, okay? I don't know. I'm sure I'll learn your name properly, but it's gonna be really awkward to say. You're 7th on the grid. Here's Jamie, made a mistake on his last lap as well, it seems. He's starting 8th. Starting lane P9. Bastos completing the top 10, and it's Johnny P11 and Joe P12. Wise wasn't happy with his lap. We saw him have that big slide. He could have been right up there in the top 5. Instead, he's having a bit of an adventure on the out lap and the quali lap, not quali lap, the formation lap. So yeah, Wise a lot to prove as well. Seemingly from his quali, he knows he's got the pace. Can he prove it? That he's got race pace. Gazaman in P14 has just been disqualified from the lap. Oh dear. Bill P15 also disqualified. Saleh is P16. Erlandang, yeah, I'll go with that, is P17. I think Saleh just had the fright of his life there. He thought he was going to smash into the back of another car, but luckily they disappeared just in time. And last on the grid is J-Bob. And here we go. They are all coming up to the grid now. Tracky on pole position then. He's got the lights in front of him. Only him and the lights. And we just wait now for J-Bob to get into his grid slot. This is it, people. This is what we've been waiting for. ILR Season 4 is about to get underway with ILR5. The lights are on. We've got 5 lights ahead of the drivers. Jump start for Little Piece. He nearly crashed into the back of MK Bourne. He's going to lead this race. He's not going to lead it for long though. Twaki has a decent start, but it looks like Josh is better. Down the inside to turn 1. They're going to have a bit of contact onto the grass as well. They don't want to have any incidents at the start of this race, but Little Piece leads the race. He's going to have to take a drive-free penalty. But Josh is ahead of Twaki, so he is the net leader right now. And you can see him, MK Bourne. Oh, he's into the back. He's into the back there, Twaki. And that could cause an incident. Luckily, Twaki slowed the car down in time. And was lucky not to cause an incident. Now, there's a few cars that have fell down on this start. I think that's Sir Lane with no front wing. And I think, yeah, Noel had a bad start as well. Don't know why. There's a McLaren off Bill into the barrier. And he's going to reverse. Luckily, Ghosting is actually on. And Jamie is down at the back as well, seemingly missing his front wing too. So it's all going on this first lap then. But we can recap the order now. And there's Josh actually going for the lead. He was going to get this lead anyway, so hopefully Little Piece doesn't make this too hard for him. And you know what? He's going to fight this. This is going to be risky stuff here. This could put Shapalili right into the fight. But yeah, honestly, I don't think Little Piece has any right to fight for this. He jumped the start and Shapalili almost makes it 3 wide. This is for the lead. Josh versus Shapalili. Shapalili is into P2, which will turn into P1 by lap 3 at the very latest. And oh dear, I think we've had a few cars off. Yes, I think Milan and Gaza might have come together. Does Little Piece take his penalty? He does. Oh no! Shapalili into the wall! And he's had contact there with Josh. Twaki back into this with his incident at the start. Is he going to go down the inside? Into turn 1, they go for it. And that is Twaki into the lead. The pole man's back on top. And there's MK Bourne getting past for P3 as a bit of a disaster for Shapalili. He's going to be into the wall. Out of the race he goes. And it was all going wrong for him really from the outset. Yellow flags, alright. Will we see a safety car? We'll have to wait and see, but Twaki is ahead of Josh, ahead of MK Bourne. Sella, look at him, up in P4. How has he done that? 12 places gained for the Red Bull driver. Super driving for him. Joe is P5, Bastos P6, Wise in 7th, J Bobby 8th, Noel 9th, Herlandine in P10, Little Piece 11th. And yeah, they're the only drivers to not have had any issues. The rest are all in the pits or out of the race. The wet weather causing some chaos here. in the first ever ILR5 race. And there's a move there for Noel and J-Bob. They're going to go side by side. They don't want to really do it into the next turn. They're going to be wheel binding. This is almost like an oval, this corner. You don't want to make a mistake for here. You will be into the wall. And here as well, it's so difficult to keep the car under control, especially when you're trying to catch up to somebody. But it looks all good for them two right now. And, yeah. What a chaotic start to the race. And we got yellows in sector 3 again. And I think that's Little Piece. He looked very slow there. And I wonder if he's got front wing damage as well. I don't know. We need to see it from the side. But I think actually it looks okay. Maybe he just had a slide and had to save it. We're on board with Joe as he tries to catch up Salah. There's no DRS, remember. It is raining. So that makes DRS too dangerous to use. And Salah proving that if they had DRS, he probably would have been off to Narnia by now, because he was all over that curb, almost spinning off, and that's why Joe was catching him all of a sudden. He was sort of starting to pull away a bit on that straight, but now right on the back again, and Salah really is struggling right now. MK Bourne as well, they're both closing in on him, but yeah, this could become a free car fight for third, but into the wall goes Joe. He wants to make sure not to hit Bastos as well. As Bastos goes round the outside, can he get himself through? Yes, he does, into P5. Joe with a little mistake, but that's all it takes. And I think Josh is into the grass as well. He is. He's going to lose P2. He's lost a bit of his front wing as well. He must have been in the wall. And that ruins his race as well. That's surely his chance at a victory gone. Unless it's a safety car, as Salah makes his 13th gain of the race. He's up into P3. What a fantastic performance from him already. But can Josh keep it on the island through here? Well, no, he's onto the grass a little bit. But others, they want to make sure not to make any contact with him. Bastos probably can't believe his luck. He's made 2 free positions on this lap already. If he can get past. He wants to be careful, because I'm sure he knows he'll get past. He's going to go side by side into here. Once again, just doesn't want to... Oh! I wonder actually if he caught Joe off guard there, because I saw a bit of Force India front wing flying off, and that was Joe's. Yes, and Bastos and Josh went side by side for a little bit, with Josh finally going into the pits. But here comes Joe. Damaged front wing off the back of Bastos. I wonder if Charlie might get involved with that. But can Joe get past, or is he just going to have to sit behind him for now? As they head through turn 1. And it just keeps going off here in Australia. Every single lap we've seen something go wrong for one of the front runners. And Twaki is now 3.5 seconds clear up at the front. The rain is still at a pretty high intensity, so it's looking to be wet for a while. It's not as heavy as it was at the start, but yeah, certainly could be drier right now for these lot. Will they end up on dries at the end of the race? And more importantly, if they do end up on dries, what tyres do they go on to? Surely ultras wouldn't be an option unless it's right at the end. So it's either really going to be supers or softs, but we can't really go into that now. It is only lap 4, so plenty to play out here, as Shapalili has had enough. He wants to go away, and maybe he can join the stream. Maybe he'll have a good time here. But yeah. Oh, that's off again there for Joe. He does not want to be going out there with a damaged front wing. It's so hard to gather it back up without an incident now. That looked like a bit of a dive bomb almost there from Noel. Maybe he got a little bit late on the brakes. And you can see drivers saving their ERS, while others are just going, you know, flat out with it. Honestly, you could probably get away with going 5 here. Or at least 4, because it just... the car really isn't under any pressure. You know, it's not going to be going that quickly in the traction zones. It's going to take a lot longer to get up to speed as Joe pits. So it sort of means they don't need to worry about saving their ERS. But we'll see anyway what everyone else does. Maybe they'll catch on to it as Joe comes out of the pits soon. Where's Josh going to be in comparison to him? We'll see. How maybe he couldn't get his tyres heated up. This is for the last point now, so it's quite important to see where these two end up. And there goes Josh. He's alongside and ahead into turn 1, but not by much. These two could have a little bit of a fight soon, as well as Nolan Wise. They've been getting pretty close recently, and they're now the closest two on the track. So we'll see how they get on. Lap 5 out of 29 then. We've seen a bit of carnage, a bit of everything, and two cars making massive moves. We've seen J-Bob right up there in P7, but the big news is really Iceman Salah right out in P3 from 16th. Superb racing. Oh, I think Wives in the wall there. That's really not according. I want to make mistakes on, but they both made mistakes there as well. So they're getting a little bit getting a bit punchy, but they're also, you know, risking their car. They don't want to end up in the wall in a big way, and I think someone might just have ended up in the wall. Not quite in the wall, but little piece has spun, and he wants to get that recovered nice and quickly, not cause any other drivers any issues. And Noel and Wise, they're going side by side, and now Noel, right around the outside, is ahead and into P5, back to his original grid position, and where maybe he thinks he should have been from the start. Can he make his way up now to try and catch Sella, who's lost his podium? Must have missed that as that all happened. Oh dear. That's awkward. Wonder how it happened. Maybe he's had a spin in the same place as Little Piece, or maybe it's happened while I was watching Little Piece. I'm sure we'll find out later on, but Iceman Salah has lost one place then. He was up into P3, now he's down in P4, and he is struggling. Maybe he's struggling with overheating tyres. That is a factor in this game. Overheating tyres is a serious issue sometimes. And yeah, I certainly know playing on a pad, it's absolutely impossible. Once them tyres hit about 105 degrees, which they shouldn't really be doing in the wet, but you know, once they hit that temperature, it's just impossible to get them back down. And whatever's happening to Salah, I'm sure his tyres must be suffering, because he's really struggling right now. He's lost so much time on this lap that Noel has already caught him, and he's got an alien indicator, which isn't good, but hopefully he could stay in the lobby as well. Would help. But anyway, yeah, Twacky and MK Bourne, their gap is staying sort of consistent. I mean, they're 3.5 for a while now. Maybe pit stops have a factor in that. Maybe if the rain does stop, we'll be looking at a crossover point, and I think that is into the wall. Yeah, Josh, he's not going to like this corner at all next season, but luckily he has to wait another 20 races before he has to suffer this track again. 2 times into the wall at turn 12, and that sort of sums up his race. Just going wrong in every way, shape and form, from qualifying all the way up to now, where we see him in the wall and out. Shame for him now, because he really had the potential to even go for the win. But hopefully we'll see him fight back next week in Bahrain. But for now, let's watch Noel have a go at Salah, because I think it's not going to be long before he has that go, and it might even be right now. Can he go around the outside here? Will the tyres be able to have enough grip? Will he lose it? Will he be on the grass? He certainly is on the grass for now, and even into the braking zone. He's taking some real risks there, and Salah almost swiped him off there. Luckily he missed, and yeah, that could have been a spin there for Noel, which would have held up a lot of people, but luckily there was no incident there, and Noel got ahead. It probably was a lot less close than it looked from my point of view there, but yeah. Like I said, it's a shame that Josh lost it there, because it's just, yeah, that corner's the bane of his life. Cost him a chance at pole, and it's now leaving with 0 points. He was still running P10. Every point counts here. You may think, oh, it's only round 1, it doesn't matter, but you could end up winning the championship by a single point by Abu Dhabi. You never know what's going to happen for the rest of the season, so you want to be finishing as many races as you possibly can. So him and Shapalili, 2 men who qualified super well, I'm sure won't be too happy with the way it's ended. I'm sure the McLaren boys won't be too happy either. They've sort of found themselves right at the back, and they've got nothing really to do except crash into walls, as Johnny, unfortunately, the 1 second I switched over to him, he's crashed, and now he's retired. Well, you got your 15 seconds of fame. Hopefully it all goes well in Bahrain next week. And I think Bill might have just had a moment as well, unless he's just short shifting, but it looked like he was going a bit slowly there. So the McLaren boys struggling a bit today. Hopefully we see them do well, like I say, next week. I'll say there's people still sort of getting used to racing on this game. You know, it could be some people's first proper league race. I mean, I know ILR3 later is certainly going to be my first proper league race, so yeah, people will still be trying to get used to the game, I guess, as MK Bourne gets a penalty and Bastos starts to close in. But yeah, hopefully by Bahrain people will be more used to it, and hopefully, yeah, be a bit closer, having some more battles and not crashing. 3 drivers out in 8 laps. We've got Twacky. We'll do a quick race rundown, I guess, for now. We've got Twacky. He lost the lead at the start. Little Piece had a bit of a disaster. He jumped it and decided he was going to pass everybody and not let them back past. So, not the best start from him, but Twacky eventually got ahead after Josh had his incident, and Chaparelli just imploded out of that corner there. He's just gone past the crash site, in fact. And yeah, MK Bourne, he's come up from P4. He's sort of just inherited that position from the accidents that have been happening around him. But he's kept his car clean. He's got 1 penalty so far, but even still, he's looking good for the podium right now. Bastos, he's had a great race so far. Qualified P10, he's absolutely flying through the field and now catching MK Bourne. So could well be going for that P2 very soon. He's keeping nice and consistent on them tyres, and once again he's kept his car clean. He's making position for people making mistakes, and yeah, good for him. Noel is up into P4 right now. He's doing a good race. He fell down a bit at the start, but he's been able to build his way back up, and he's now doing a decent job. Salah's tyres seem to be absolutely destroyed, but he's still holding P5. 11 places gained from his starting position of 16th. So I'm sure he'll be pretty happy with how it's all going so far. And Little Pace has had another disaster, I think. He's into the wall, and this time he's had some damage. He's lost his front wing, and he's down out of the points, unfortunately for him. We've got Wise. He's up into P6 now. He's had a interesting race so far. He's been making moves work. He was unhappy with his qualifying, but I think is that front wing damage on him there. So he has been involved with a little incident, or is that just my camera angle? No, it is. It is a broken front wing for Wise. So he's had a few incidents, I guess, out there, but he's still doing well to be P6. J-Bob, once again, he's been able to build his way up from P18 on the grid to make 11 positions. I'm sure he'll be thrilled. Wise pits. So I wonder if that front wing damage happened on this lap. We'll have to see. That is a new front wing being brought out for him, so that must be Wise pitting. Erlandang is now made 10 places as a result of that, and he's up into P7 with Joe 9th and Gaza 10th. That's your point scores, and I saw a yellow flag, and look at this. Got cheeky fight for 11th here. Jamie might want to get involved with this as well. We've got Sirlane, Milan, and Jamie all in this little fight, and yeah, we'll see how this one pans out. Let's head back into the stream comments, see what people are thinking about the race so far. The new ILR5, the first time I've ever seen this here in action, and I think a pretty decent race so far. But here is a fight now for P12. Is Jamie going to go for it? Looks a bit out of shape there. Made the move work off the track, so I don't think he'll be able to keep that. And he did let him free anyway. And he's going to have to rebuild a little bit, make sure he gets his tyres back up to good temperature, and is able to fight again. But yeah, let's see what people are thinking in the comments. You know, I think Jake makes a good point. I'm surprised there's no safety car, and he is also surprised. I mean, nobody's enjoying the rain by the looks of it, and just by the way people have been struggling, I'm not surprised. Mr. Coster thinks there was carnage, which was hilarious, which is good for him. You don't want to be saying that when I watch you have your disaster on Sunday. funny banter. But yeah, people are enjoying the race so far by the looks of it. And hopefully it's only going to get better. As Noel, was that Noel just setting a fastest lap there? I think that's what he did. We'll have a little look and see. But I think he just set the fastest lap. He did a 37.5. That's quite far ahead of the next fastest lap. So is he now about to unleash his pace to the rest? We'll have to find out. This 3-car battle is sort of oozed out as I've started watching it, unfortunately. We'll check back on that later. I want to see how Noel is doing, because he's probably going to be catching Bastos soon, if he keeps at his pace, who's also catching MK Bourne. which could make for a pretty interesting battle for P2, P3 and P4. We'll see how that all pans out later on. And looks like Wise, after his pit stop, is starting to catch Gazaman. He's half a second off, no, he's half a tenth there. And yeah, he's looking more confident on them tires, making a few mistakes here and there, but he's all good. I mean, he's 1.2 seconds up on his fastest lap so far. Probably looking to set a purple lap as well. He's going to try and get a Gazaman at the same time. And of course, as I leave that battle with Jamie, he gets a move done. But this one's more important. This is for P9, and they're going to go for it side by side. The rain looks to be a little bit lighter on my point of view. I didn't know that was just the camera angle that made it look lighter, but anyway. Wise is through and up into P9. And yeah, this is getting close, isn't it? Bastos, MK, Bourne and Noel are all starting to close on each other, with Noel being one of the faster closers, I think. Him and Bastos actually are sort of closing at the same maybe sort of rate. So in a couple of laps time, this is going to become a pretty fun battle, I think, for P2. We'll see, and hopefully they all stay nice and clean. It's obviously what you want in a decent battle like this. 3/10 up in his last lap, Noel, which is the purple lap so far. So he is absolutely loving these conditions now. He's got the tyres to a decent temperature, and he is using them well. He's now 6/10 behind Bastos. Surely he wants to be making this move done soon. Sooner rather than later, because you don't want to be caught in dirty air, especially in the rain, because it just leads to accidents. It can really seriously just put a driver into, you know, understeer. You know, corners like that with understeer are so bad. You're basically asking to crash if you've got understeer there. But yeah, let's see how they all pan out. Right now 20 has almost got a 7-second lead. He looks basically checked out already for the win. And he's the only man on the field to have actually kept his grid position. That sort of says a lot about the shenanigans going on behind. But now you can see all three of these drivers are within DRS of each other. If there was DRS, obviously. It's not going to have DRS because it's raining. But, you know, if you want to say it like that, they're all within now almost a second of each other. So, yeah. We'll see how that all pans out. But, yeah. I wonder how DRS would even work in the rain. I reckon it probably could work, to be honest. But, you know. Yeah, maybe we can see how that will work in the future, maybe one day. But for now, we're stuck with no DRS in the rain, unfortunately. So, yeah, no flappy rear wing for you. Anyway, looks like I'm getting followed by people. Woohoo, popular. Yes. The goat crab, love it. And Wise sets that fast lap I was expecting. And took him, I think, another extra lap afterwards. But he's finally got it done. And that's a move for the inside. No! Wow! He was really going for that. Did not waste any time going for that there. Actually, though, it cost him a little bit of time. Maybe he wants to be just a bit more patient with the moves. He knows he can get it done. He knows he will get it done. He knows he's much quicker in these conditions. As Bastos has another little moment there for turn 12. I think that is anyway, but really awkward to have called it the wrong. Oh, that's that was unnecessary. That 3-second time penalty for corner cutting. I don't think he meant to do that, but the game has scolded him. It's given him a 3-second penalty just outright. Yeah, that's a bit mean, I think, from the game there. But that is just corner cutting for you. No lenient stewards, clearly, in the virtual world. I don't think even the real stewards would be that cruel. But, yeah. Ah, well. I think that's his second or third penalty of the race. But still, he seems to be one of the fastest out there right now. So, he'll be hoping to keep the pace up and get a move done soon. He did look on the inside of Bastos on the last stop. Obviously, it didn't work out for him. He almost hit him, in fact, but this time he's 4/10 back. Will he be trying the same move again, or will he just stick behind? He had a big slide there through turn 5, I think that was, and that might just cost him the chance of going for it right now. MK Bourne's pulled away from Bastos by a little bit, and yeah, let's see how Jamie's getting on as he works on getting past Sir Lane for P11. And Dynamo straight, here he goes. He's keeping nice pace as well. Only 4 tenths off his best on that last lap, so he's clearly still got some good energy in the tyres. And we'll see, can he have a go down towards turn 3? Don't think he's going to be close enough on this occasion, but soon you'd imagine he'll be looking at getting that move done. And Noel is only 1 tenth back, and he's going down the inside. This is for P3. We'll deal with penalties later. We'll cross that bridge when they cross the line, and that was not the nicest way of completing that move. He almost pushed him out of the way. He almost says, you know, if you keep going for this, I'm going to push you off, and you're gonna crash. And in fact, Bastos, he wasn't a fan of that move. He's gonna pit and probably just stay out of his way for a while. Get some new tyres on. Begin the second half of this race with the fresh tyres. First, he'll go for the undercuts here in the rain. Maybe not. Well, actually, I'm going to say maybe not as effective, but we saw the likes of Wise and all that setting fast as laps. So actually, it could well be extremely effective. We'll see how it works for these two, though. Or these three now. They're all pitting now. And the rain is still looking pretty relentless. So I think we're going to stay wet the whole race. The Ferrari, the last Ferrari on the track right now, pulling away from his box. He's going to be ahead of Jamie, I think. So with these three having their own little battle, they aren't going to even get into the points right now. And Jamie's going to pit. And, yeah. He's going to have to make them passes all over again. But luckily he's got the undercut, so he probably won't actually. But we'll see how it all pans out. Let's see who's close to Chopper on track then. Actually, this is an important one. I was just about to say, Wise is going to catch him past Salah. He was, you know, that was a net P5 from there, but he's just lost the back end. And again, did that break his front wing? Is he just getting a little bit too impatient there? I don't know if that front wing's broken. We need a bit of a better shot of it, but I think he might have just knocked a bit of that front wing off. Twaki, race leader, is into the pits. And, no, I think that front wing has survived. I think he's got away with that. And MK Bourne in as well. How long will Noel be able to go on the tyres? He's clearly kept better than his rivals. How long will he be able to go? I mean, that was almost as quick as his fastest lap. He is loving the conditions. Issue is he's getting penalties, which is it could cost him towards the end. Also, where's Bastos going to be? Is Bastos going to be able to take P2 as our landing surely pits? He does. We'll see. Here comes MK Bourne out of the pits, and Bastos, the gap sort of stays about the same. So, nothing gained, but nothing lost. They stay in their net P2 and P3 positions. It's all about Noel now. We know he's got the pace, and we know he's on for a purple lap, possibly if he keeps that pace up, if he keeps gaining 2 tenths in each sector. But, yeah. If he didn't have them penalties, he really could be a factor for this race win. But right now, he's just not consistent enough with keeping the car on the track. Although, granted, I will give it to him. He probably shouldn't have got a penalty for that corner cut a few laps ago. I don't think he meant to do it, and he didn't certainly gain any time off it. But, yeah, this shows good promise for him in the wet conditions for the season anyway. And knowing my curse, we might see wet conditions quite often. But anyway. Will he be pitting this lap, or will he be going another one? He's got the pace on these ones, so could you imagine what pace he'll have on new ones? Here he comes to the last corner, and here we go. He's gonna pit for more intermediate tyres. Is he gonna jump MK Bourne and get himself up into P2? Only one way to find out. Here he comes through the pit lane. We'll watch to see where MK Bourne is now. He's about to enter the penultimate corner, just hitting the brakes now. So this is gonna be close. As you can see, Noel has exited his pit box, Twaki into the lead again. But here's MK Bourne. Down the main straight he goes. We're going to get a decent helicam here, which is just gone, as I said it. And Noel still P2, and that looks pretty sure to be P2 for Noel. So now he has to get down the road. He's got some penalties to nullify, let's say. And these two have been having a little bit of a battle as well. As still in their pit windows. That's clearly a glitch because I've already pitted. But yeah, Noel, he has to get down the road now. He's got at least 6 seconds, I think, from what I've seen. And yeah, I get the others will probably have penalties as well. But as far as Noel's aware, he probably thinks only he has a penalty. You know, that's the driver. That's That's the mindset you need to have. If you've got a penalty, forget what everyone else has. You've got 6 seconds of penalties to make up. You will make that up, or else, as far as you're aware, you're going to lose that position. That's how you need to be thinking in a situation now. And that, yeah. Was that under the grass, or was that just another bad camera angle? It kind of looked like he was in the grass. Yeah, he was. He's lost time there, I think. So, maybe pushing a little bit too hard. Doesn't want to make any big mistakes or, you know, crash. That'd be really bad. Does he have a chance at the win? I wonder. I mean, you could say if he keeps the pace up like he did in the first stint, he could chase after Twacky. But that all depends on Twacky's penalties, really, because I don't see Twacky, you know, losing, say, 15 seconds. But, yeah. We'll see what all happens. Still 23 people watching. Loving the support so far. I am aware that you had 2 league races to choose from, and I'm happy this is the one you chose. So, cheers for sticking with us, and, yeah. Still a lot to happen here, and let's watch Bastos then. While Noel starts to close in on the leader, we will we'll see how that one pans out later on. But first of all, Bastos wants that podium spot. He's saving his ERS for now. You can see he's down to 2. And one thing I've noticed from him, he's really short shifting. He is doing absolutely everything he can to not crash, and it's working well for him so far. He is up into P4 from starting P6. And look at him making more inroads. So all is good there. Bill now is the only, well, one of 2 drivers to stay in their original grid positions, in case you were interested. And look who that is. I'm pretty sure that's Noel about to pass him. See, I thought I saw him near McLaren, and he was. And he's about to try and lap him. There's blue flags for Bill. He will get penalties if he doesn't let him through soon, which he does now. Right on the outside. Nice move. Okay, yes, lap car, but I'm sure we'll still have a little bit of joy as that went past. And I think Joe might have had an issue there. There was yellow flags certainly somewhere. I don't know what caused it, but oh no! I caught that at the right moment there. Now, to be fair, Bill did go wide. Bill did have to go wide there. They caught him at a bad corner. But is that damage for MK Bourne? Because if it is, that could well cost him this podium. We'll see into turn 1. It might not be visual, but it is visual. He has got visual damage to that front wing here. And this could be costing MK Bourne his podium. In the wet, you do not want to have front wing damage. And this is seriously going to hinder his chances of winning. Well, not winning, or getting a podium anyway. It'd be crazy if he could win the race, but I don't think he's going to quite do that. Why is this on the back of Salah as well? We're saying that Salah hasn't been the best at keeping his tyres up to temperature, or maybe keeping it over temperature, I don't know. But yeah, we'll see if he could stay ahead here of Wise as this battle, you know, materializes. But yes, let's go back into the comments. Let's see what people are talking about. Let's see if they're all enjoying themselves, most importantly. Yeah, Jess just saying, as I've already said earlier, I thought that we might have actually cleared up, but no, 11 laps to go. It just doesn't look like it's going to clear out, does it? So yeah, unfortunately, we're not going to see any dry running in this race. The rain curse has well and truly ruined everything I ever do now. Chill Drive has said hello to me. Hello. Nice to see you. You are one of the 23 people, including myself, so really one of the 22, watching me talk about this lot. This is the first ILR5 race, remember. Drivers having a good time, I think, so far. And certainly a big challenge to start the racing season off. And see that, Jackie's doing the stuff though. He's getting you all to like the video and subscribe to the channel. And one thing you forgot, you need notifications, okay? We only do live videos. We only do live streaming. So you sort of need to have notifications on. So, you know, we'd really appreciate it, honestly, we really would. It's been such a good stream so far. We had so many people showing support for ILR5 so far. But, you know, wouldn't mind it if you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn them notifications on. That is how you're going to know when the races are happening. And there's a lot of races to happen. Look at these two. They were intimately connected through that corner. But Wise is ahead. So, yeah, move went well for him there, I guess, in the end. And, yeah, Wise up to P5, now 8 places gained in this race. Very good job, sir. But, yes, you need notifications on, because like I say, we do 6 tiers here on PS4, all on YouTube, every week on Thursdays and Sundays, 6:30 for 5 and 6. It's not confusing at all. 4 and 3. 3 is the one I do. What's that one? Is at 8, and on Sundays 5:30 I think it still is for ILR1 and 7 for ILR2, which I also commented on with Soup. So yeah, you really do need your notifications on to make sure you are catching up on all of the races. And yeah, I thought Noel might have caught a little bit quicker up to Twaki, but it sort of slowed down a bit, maybe saving tires for a push later on. But for now, it's sort of staying at that 7-second region. Bastos, I'm surprised he hasn't really caught MK Bourne yet. There's a little bit of lag going on here. But yeah. Will he catch him towards the end? I mean, it looked like visual damage. Maybe I'm wrong, like, maybe I need to get a proper look at that car. But I'm sure that's damage. I'm sure that's damage. After the contact. Oh no! Our Landine is just DC'd. Is that going to put him out of the points? Little Piece's eyes is probably lighting up at the sight of P10. And, yeah. Oof. Will Erlandine get back in time to gain his positions back if he, well, or not lose them, I should say. We'll have to find out. But currently, he's looking at losing that P8 spot, which is really unfortunate for him. He was having a good race up to this point. He made 9 places. It was a super drive so far. Enough on them drivers, he just kept it clean and was there at the right time to get into the points. But will he be about to lose it? Gazaman, we will watch the moment happen. Give him a bit of respect. Watch the fallen soldier lose another position, and he's down into P9. And Jamie absolutely pushing his way up to try and get into P9, and with little pieces as well looming. Looks like Erlandine is going to end up with no points today. So, can Bastos catch MK Bourne? That is a big question now. Because we've got, I think, was it 8 laps to go, including the one we're on now. So, yeah, he's not got much time. And he's been staying close to him for a while there. As, he was taking an interesting line for there, MK Bourne. Let's just ride on board and try and get another look, actually, at that front wing. Yeah, that's broken. That is broken. Yeah, that's broken. I knew it was broken. I knew it. I'm right about it. Oh, little pieces into the pits. So that means Sir Lane's eyes are now starting to light up. Or would it be Joe's? Whose eyes are all... I'm sure they're all just lighting up thinking, oh my god, I can get a point, or Landine's left. Oh my god, this is brilliant. But we will see how that all pans out later on. But yeah, little piece is going to fall down to P14 then. And let's watch Joe in his pursuit of Sir Lane X. I mean, Noel there sets another fastest lap, and he's turned the pace on again. We'll catch up with him later. I thought he might have been sandbagging a little bit there with that slower pace, and he's proving that to me and everyone else by setting the fastest lap. But yeah, Joe in the fights, really the net fight for the final point. We're about to see Jamie take a victim here in Erlandine, as unfortunately there's just nothing the Williams driver can do about it. The number 90 is just going to fall further and further down the pack. But it's all about these two for the last point. That was into the grass there for Joe, by the looks of it, so he wants to be careful there. But yeah, these two, they'll be about to come up to Erlandine probably by this time next lap. And well, as long as Joe doesn't die in that time. He's looking a bit shaky there. But yeah, that's gonna happen soon. But I want to be riding on board with Noel. Let's just see how he is. Let's see how he's driving right now, because he's on the best pace out there. He's the fastest man out there. He's loving these wet conditions. As I said earlier, it's working out well for him. And yeah. Also, for anyone watching this who is wondering what ILR6 is getting up to, I'm going to see how this race ends as well. So I'll keep you updated on how that's going to be going. Today, obviously, since this is a wet race, we're going to finish after them. So we will see. We'll see how that one ends as well. Just like I say, if anyone is interested. But for now, we'll leave that be and watch Noel as he continues to pursue the leadership of this race. It won't be, you know, the win, but he'll cross the line first. I'm sure that's what he'll want to do. But will it be for nothing? Oh, little pieces out of the race. So that puts Bill up to 14. Will we see a virtual? Will we see even a full safety car? How dramatic would that be at the end of a race? Let's see if MK Bourne's on board. We'll see where that car is. Just, yeah, that's why little piece lost his front weight earlier, and the car's disappeared. Now, it's probably a good time to actually wonder, is a safety car even on? Because I would have thought there would have been a safety car at some point. Maybe I'm wrong about safety car. I'll check it up for the next race, sure. And we come to Bahrain, and maybe I'll just turn out to be completely wrong. It'll be really awkward and stuff. Oh. And of course, yeah, I was wondering what happened there. I forgot. Them two passing Orlando and about to go for it for that last point. But Noel... No, do you know what? With the pace Noel's at, maybe he could pass and, you know, actually make a bit of a gap here. I would check what Twacky's penalties are, but I don't want to interrupt the action on the screen. So, We'll just see how it is at the end, as Noel is just flying, isn't he? Yeah, this is sector 3. What could that be for? I'm trying to figure out what that's for, but I can't see anybody in trouble. Nope, there's no one in trouble. And I might have just made you all a bit dizzy there, sorry. Oh, no, that looked like a mistake there. Sorry that I'm catching your bad moments here. But, yeah, it's just luck of the draw. But yeah, 2.7 seconds to catch, 5 laps to go. He probably will catch and take the lead, but whether he'll keep it and win, whether he'll be able to push hard enough to go for the victory, it's all to soon be revealed. But only 5 laps to go. I can't see him being 8 seconds quicker. He'll need to be about 2 seconds a lap quicker, really, at this rate, and that isn't going to happen. Ah, Shamasi's arrived. So, nice to see you. Well, if you class Wise being 5th as a master class, then yes, Wise has had a master class up there in P5. But, yeah. In the comments, people, should we get a driver of the day vote going? Who do you all think is the driver of the day? Let me know in the comments, and we will see what people are saying at the end of the race. This will be really awkward when no one does it, but please do, you know, be nice. Let's get a bit of fan interaction here. Can I call you fans? I mean, most of you are more just from other tiers trying to get a little sneak preview of the strategy, and then getting very badly disappointed by the fact that it's raining. But still, yeah, we'll call you fans, sure. But yeah, I'll tell you, I'm disappointed. I don't get to see my dry strategy not work. You'll see me in the ILR free stream in the weeds on lap 29 with a puncture or something going on my strategy. But anyway, yeah, if you want to look for driver today, then I will check them at the end of the race. And yeah, have a nice time in that, and I will quickly bring up the ILR6 so I can confirm their results, because they are about to finish the race, I believe. Okay, they have a lap to go, but I'll still be there to help you with your knowledge of ILR this season. Maybe the stat man's in here, so gotta see where everyone finishes, because obviously it's difficult when you've got two races going on at the same time. It's difficult to figure out which one to watch. So just to know, right, for ILR5, I will always make sure to confirm ILR6 results as well, if they happen before the stream finishes, okay? So you have my word on that. If I forget to do it at any point, then shoot me. But yeah. We're watching Twaki, race leader. Been the race leader for a long time now, and is looking ready to seal the victory here. He's just set his fastest lap. Maybe the rain's starting to ease off, although I highly doubt it is. Maybe that's just a good lap. Maybe he's just putting the oh dear, putting the final nail in the coffin for Noel's chances. But I think Noel just did that himself there by getting a penalty. And Joe is still just 3/10 behind, and he's onto the grass. You don't want to be doing that there. Honestly, like, the last thing you want is to end up in the bar. Oh dear, in the barrier. I was gonna say in the barrier, but he ended up in the grass again. Wonder if his tires are starting to lose grip. And what about this fight for P3? This must be so frustrating, sitting behind MK Bourne. But yeah, he's sitting there and he's not getting any closer. But yeah. Ugh, what a race this has been so far. Still 3 laps to go. Who knows what's gonna happen? Will Noel maybe have a punt? Will he have a little punt? Well, we'll have a look later on. And Gazaman and J-Bob, as J-Bob is into the wall, broken front wing. Will Jamie maybe have a chance of catching him, regaining his original grip position? Well, by that driving into the gravel there, that's going to use a few more seconds, and there is the cyber looming, and NK Bourne gets a penalty. No, that's crucial. I don't think Bastos has any, and if he does, he only has one. I can't have had more than that. I'm not blind, surely. I can't have missed him getting penalties. So, yeah, that could be a podium confirmed there for MK Bourne. But here we go. Noel, right on the back of Twaki. Will Twaki realise he's got penalties? I'm sure his Jeff would have told him, but that's certainly not affecting his defensive abilities. Down the inside goes Noel. I thought they were going to crash into each other there, but Noel is into the lead for now. Now, unless you can really make 6 seconds in 2 laps, or 9 seconds it is now, then I don't think he's going to win. But stranger things have happened, you know. Stranger things have happened. And J-Bob, is he going to follow the points? Will Joe's suffering be rewarded with some points, or a point? Well, we'll find out, I guess. And yeah, he's so close. Like, oh, you know what? J-Bob's continuing. I think this is gonna get pretty gosh darn close in the last 2 laps for them. But anyway, how much is Twaki pushing? Is Twaki gonna let Noel get away? Does Twaki have penalties that I haven't seen pop up? All, like I say, is to be revealed. And we've only got 1 lap to go when Noel crosses the line. And we've got some ILR6 results to give you. So just give me a second. They're on the podium celebration now. I've just brought it up because I knew they were going to do this. I want to see if I can get this done on the final lap and not miss anything important. So here is your ILR6 finishing results. It's Dan Sky won the race, and Stella, Mara Messi, Jacko, Murdoch, and Dogs. They were the only finishes, were they? And the judge as well. So they're the only finishes for that race. And you got Ansak, Baza, Crumpet, Rixie J. I'll go with that. I'll go with that. Crazy Flying Rob. There's probably more. There's Jack and Ivor, and that's all I can see for now. But that's your LR6 results. That's, you know, you got your top 10 and all that there. So for anyone who wanted to see that, there you go, you get to see it. And I think J-Bob's going to lose 4 seconds. So luckily for him, he's going to keep in the points. Unluckily for Joe, his frustration is just going to be heightened. But let's watch Noel as he heads to the end of this lap. He's pushing like hell, because he knows he has to get a big gap here, but he's just not going to do it. unless Twacky has got a large amount of penalties, this is going to be his day. So we'll watch Noel come around the final corner to cross the line first, and then we'll see what penalties do to the final result. Here he comes then, in ILR5. Noel is going to cross the line first, but I think Twacky is going to win the race. Twacky is your ILR5 Australian Grand Prix race winner from Noel, and let's see who's going to take the third and final podium spot. Of course, Bastos, I don't think he's got as many penalties as MK Bourne. MK Bourne crosses the line, but Bastos is up into P3. So it's Twacky, Noel and Bastos, your top three in ILR5. MK Bourne is finished in P4. Here comes Weiss to the line. He had Salah right on him. He crosses the line in 5th. Or did he? I think yeah, Salah actually just got him there. I think they were possibly level. I think Wise ran out of fuel. Wise ran out of fuel there. Gazaman comes out of the final corner in his Red Bull. He's going to come across the line to finish in P7. With Jamie a surprise. Oh! Joe! Side by side! There's J-Bob as well! I thought they wouldn't catch! Look at this! Oh wow! 4-car fight for the last points positions! Joe up to P9! His patience has been rewarded there! He's ahead! And there's J-Bob losing the plot! Down to P12! Joe will be absolutely thrilled with that! Up to P9 with Sir Lane 10th. Probably wondering what on earth just happened there. Milan is P11 and Erlanding, who DC'd unfortunately, is 13th, and I think, what was it, Billy for? I don't know, I forgot his name. Hold on, I'll check his name afterwards. Sorry, that sounds really offensive. Awkward. But yeah. Anyway, let's see Shamasi. He says that Jamie was the driver today. Right. So does Audio Gorilla. Jake says he was driver today. Corey says Jamie was driver today. I guess Jamie was driver of the day then. Okay, sure, we'll go with that. Whatever. And let's confirm the. Oh, was it a puncture? You know, this is 2 different leagues I've done this in where I thought, oh look, he's run out of fuel, but it was actually a puncture that cost Wise that P6. So sorry about that. Anyway, here's your final order. Twacky from Noel, Bastos, MK Bourne, Saleh, just on the line. Getting P5 from Wise, Gazaman, Jamie, who's apparently the driver today, Joe, Sir Lane, Milan, J-Bob, what a disaster he had at the end of that race there. Orlandine, Bill, I said Billy, that's really offensive. Sorry, it's Bill. I said Billy at the end of it, it's Bill. And then your retirements are Little Piece, Johnny, Josh, and Shapalili. That has been your ILR5 Australian Grand Prix. And ILR4 and ILR3 are going to be going off in approximately 12 minutes time. So, thank you all so much for watching. And if you want to see how I get on, you know, not trying to sway you in one way or another, but I sort of am in my own sort of way. Yeah, listen, if you want to, I'm rambling. If you want to watch me have a disaster, then go and watch ILR3. And yeah, whichever one you watch, I hope you enjoy the next race. And thank you so much for watching the debut of ILR5. I haven't got time for interviews because I just think we're gonna have to get into this lobby in a minute. I really would do interviews, but there's just 12 minutes. Yeah, it's unfortunate timing, but I just don't think I can get them through. Right. Do I do interviews? I do not know if I've got enough time. Well, Danny Morgan's here anyway, celebrating. But anyway, okay. We'll go for it. Right, we'll have to do some really quick interviews here. I was gonna end it off here, but we'll do interviews. I really didn't think I had. I don't. Oh, they're gonna think I'm really late for the ILR5 here. This is probably a ILR3, probably a bad idea. But sure, we'll get them in the party. We'll see if we can get the podium sitters in. No, did he just leave? He better still be online. I want to talk to him about his pace here and his penalties and all this. Nah, he's just stuck some music on. And Bastos. And right, we've invited them all, and hopefully we can get them in. They've all got working mics anyway. I'm gonna assume Twaki is Danny Morgan in the chat here, saying he's won his first ever league race with no penalties. I mean, if you fancy chatting in the stream itself, you know, for podium interviews and all that, make you feel extra special, then you know, we could do that. Right, I'll get them 2 minutes, and then I really do need to end this off, or else I actually am just gonna miss ILR3. But yeah, we will give it time. We got Bastos here. I don't know. Well done, P3. You're the first one here. So we'll get your interview done. We saw you. We were stuck behind MK for quite a while there. Was it difficult to stay with him? What was the rain actually like? I saw loads of people having mistakes out there. I saw you were shifting up really early in most of the corners. Well, it doesn't look like anyone else is going to be here for interviews, and I really do need to go for ILR3. But yeah, congratulations on your podium, and do you think you've got a chance to maybe go for the win next time? Yes, we will. We will soon see. Join us for ILR5 next week at 6:30, and if you fancy watching more ILR tonight, it's ILR4 and 3 coming up in 8 minutes time. And yeah, thanks for watching, and we will see you soon. Goodbye, people.